Good morning once again, children. Take out your honeysuckle book. So today I am going to teach you the interesting story that is I have taken from your honeysuckle book. Okay? What is the name of the story? What is the name of the story, Nishtha? Could you tell me?
Ma'am, folk tale.
No, story. That is?
Ma'am, folk tale.
What is the name of the story? Where is your book? Where is your book?
I have.
So, third chapter. What is the third chapter?
Ma'am,
Yes, Avni, tell me.
Ma'am, how the dog found himself a new master.
Very good. How the dog found himself a new master. Okay, so this is a folk tale. Okay, before going to the topic, I want to ask you, do you know, children, what is the difference between domestic animal and wild animal? What is the difference between domestic animal and wild animal? Who will tell me the answer? Mahi. Mahi, tell me. What is the difference between domestic animal and wild animal?
Ma'am,
Yes.
some domestic animals eat plants, eat plants,
Bolo. Domestic animal
and ma'am,
and
wild animals eat flesh.
that is okay. But what is the difference between domestic animal and wild animal? Domestic
Ma'am,
animal, the animal which is which. Yes, your voice is not coming. Who will give me the answer? What is the difference between domestic animal and yes, Avni, wild animal?
Ma'am, wild animals live in the jungle and we can't keep them in our home.
Yes, and
Ma'am, and most of them are omnivores or carnivores.
very good. Most of them are omnivorous and carnivorous. Very good. So next start
Ma'am,
the chapter. This is a folk tale. Okay. So this is a story that is folk tale about how the dog became a tame or a pet animal. Okay. So this is a folk story. What is the meaning of folk story? Folk story means folk tales are popular old series passed on generally in spoken from one generation to the next generation. Okay. So what is folk story? Folk stories are the popular old stories passed on generally in spoken from one generation to the next generation. In other words, it is the story that parents have passed on their children through speech over many years. So that is folk tale. Okay, it is clear what is folk tale. Generally, we heard the folk tales of stories from my grandparent, है ना? हमारे grandparent हमारे सुनको सुनाते हैं story. So that is folk tale. So start. Let's start the chapter. Take out your book. Yes, so let's start the chapter. Once upon a time, dogs lived in the forest like the wolves. They were their own master. Okay, so once upon a time, the dog lived in the forest like the wolves. They are their own master. So one day, dog was born who did not like this kind of boring life. Okay, so this is a story about the searching of his master. Okay, so once upon a time, dog lived in the forest like the wolves. They were their own master. One day, the dog was born who did not like this kind of boring life. He was tired of remaining frightened by those animals who were stronger. Okay.
Ma'am, can I read?
No, I will tell you. So he was very much tired of remaining frightened of those animals who were stronger than he. Then he thought he will search one master. He decided to become a servant of one who was stronger than anyone. Then he decided that he will search one person or animal that he is very much stronger than anyone. So that he decided. So that he decided to become servant on one who was stronger than anyone else. He went on walking. He went on walking in search of strongest animal and met his kinsman, a wolf who was very strong and violent. So first of all, dog decided one thing. What he decided? That he became a servant of one who was stronger than he. And after that, he went walking in searching and he saw the wolf who was very strong and violent. He asked the wolf if he would like to his master. The wolf agreed and the dog was now servant of the wolf. So he asked the wolf, आप उससे वो पूछा क्या आप मेरे मास्टर बनोगे? So wolf said yes, why not? So after that wolf agreed. Then the wolf and the dog walked together, but all of a sudden they came across the bear. All of a sudden they came across the bear. Seeing the bear, the wolf hid himself in a bush. When they saw the bear, the wolf hid himself in the bush. Then the dog asked, what's the matter was? Then the dog asked, what's the matter was? Kya baat hai? You are very strong and you are very violent. So then why are you hiding? The dog asked. When the dog asked, what's the matter was? The problem hai, what's the matter was? So the wolf replied the bear was stronger enough to eat both of. So what he said? He said the wolf replied, bear was stronger enough to eat both of us. Bear, he is more than stronger than us. He said, wolf said to the dog. Clear? Who said? Wolf said to the dog. And the wolf replied, the bear stronger enough to eat both. I want to tell you one thing, that is the wolf and the dog. Since earlier before, they were wild animal. पहले dog भी wild animal ही था. After that, now dog is a domestic animal, and nowadays we are keeping pets like this. Okay. So again I am repeating. So first dog decided that he would search for master, and he searched and one animal, that is wolf. Next. After that, what happened? Children, before going to the further paragraph, I am revising. You have learned in this story what is domestic animal and what is wild animal. Okay, it is clear. So wild animal, they live in jungle. Okay, they live in nature. And they live of their own. That is wild animal. And they are surviving where they hunting, and the other animal, they eating, they fishing. Okay. And the domestic animal, the animal have been always helpful to us. The pigeon, they are sending messages, and the horses, okay, so they have been always helpful to us. Domestic animal, okay, I'm talking about domestic animal. So it is clear, domestic animal and wild animal. Domestic animal, as we, if you tell me, ma'am, would you please give me the example? Yes, I can. Cow, dog, elephant, camel, okay, they are carrying the wood, they are carrying the log. Elephant, donkey, they are carrying luggage. Okay. Sheep, goat. In the hilly area, we can see sheep and goat. These are which animal? Domestic animal. So it is clear. And we can use that animals, that is sledge, reindeer, है ना? आइस जहां पर है, बहुत ज्यादा ठंड है, वहां पर ये सब एनिमल आपको दिखाई देता है. Now, seeing that the bear was stronger, the dog left the company of the wolf. So dog ने बताया, अगर आप stronger नहीं हो, so why would I will stay with you? Why would I stay with you? So seeing that the bear was stronger, the dog left the company of wolf. He went to bear, to his servant. To his servant. He went to bear. After that, the dog went to bear to be his servant. So The bear agreed in this readily and said, let's go and find a herd of cows. I will kill a cow, then we can both eat our fill. Who said? Bear said. Bear said, we will kill the cow and then we both eat our fill. After that, what happened? They walked on and soon saw a herd of cows. But suddenly there was noise and the bear noticed the lion was coming. Oh, after wolf and then bear and after that a lion was coming. Who they saw? Dog and the bear. There was noise and the bear noticed the lion was coming. Then he too ran deeper into the forest. They ran deeper into the forest. Again, dog surprise. Okay, so they too ran deeper into the forest. They mean dog and the bear. Titi, I will ask you a question after completing my class. I will tell you, wait for a minute. When the dog asked about the matter, the bear told him that the lion is king. The lion is king of the jungle. He is stronger based on the art. Who said? Bear said. Bear said he is the king of the jungle. He can bake us. He can eat us. So he is the strongest based on the art. Then the dog decided to join the company of the lion and said goodbye to bear. Again he said goodbye to bear and then he joined the company of lion. Okay, the lion kept him as his servant and he lived happily with the lion for a long time. But after that, what happened? King, he is king, it's okay. But he is not stronger. The dog was very happy in the company of the lion because no one dared to touch or to tease the dog. Because a lion is king of the jungle. So the dog was very much happy in the company of the lion because no one dared to touch or to tease the dog. But one day, the two of them were walking side by side along a path. One day, what happened? One day, two of them, means dog and the lion, two of them were walking side by side along a path. The lion smelled the path from his smell. Okay, smelled. Lion smelled a man and told the dog to run away with him. Who said? King said, the lion said to dog, we have to run away from here. We have to move away from here because someone was coming and he smelled a man and told the dog, run away to him. So let's move from here. Someone is coming. Who said? Lion said to the dog. Clear? So bear and after first of all wolf, then bear and then lion. After that, what happened? What happened? Yes, Tithi. Really? Tell me.
Ma'am, I know after that what happened.
Okay, listen. Then I will ask you. When the dog asked the reason, the lion explained if they didn't run from there, the hunter could kill both of them. Okay, so the lion said to the dog, when the dog asked the reason, what is the reason behind it? Why will move from here? So the lion explained that if they didn't run from there, the hunter could kill both of them. Then the dog realized that hunter was a man in this way. Hunter was a man. And in this way, the man was the strongest on the earth. The man was the strongest on the earth. So he left the company of the lion and went to man to join his company. Okay, so now before the dog was wild animal, after that he thought the man is the strongest human, strongest creatures. So the dog realized that the hunter was a man, and in this way the man was the strongest on the earth. So he left the company of the company and the lion and went the man to join his company. Okay. It is very interesting story. So first, who came first? Wolf. After that, bear. After that, lion. And last of all, human. So it happened long ago. But since then, the dog has been long ago, the dog has been staying with man in his most loyal servant and knows no other matter. He loves his master and known as the most faithful animal on the earth. The dog is the most faithful animal in the earth. अगर आप अपने लिए कोई बॉडीगार्ड चूज करोगे तो क्या क्वालिटी होना चाहिए उसके अंदर? He should be strong, he should be protective, he should be powerful, है ना? So the dog decided his master and he loves his master and known as the most faithful animal on the earth. Okay, so this happened long ago, but since then the dog has been staying with man. Now dog has been staying with the man, but before that they were not staying with the man. They were living in the jungle. They were wild animal, but now they are tamed animal. Okay. So it happened long time ago, but since there, the dog has been staying with man and his most faithful animal. Okay, the dog, now his dog is very faithful animal. Now children, take out your book. Bhavya, Jan, switch on your camera, and Ashi. Ashi, please switch on your camera. Bhavya, switch on your camera, and Tejas also. Tejas, where are you? Tejas. Now, Bhavya, first, take out your book. Open the chapter, How the Dog Found Himself a New Master. Read the first paragraph, Bhavya. Bhavya, read the first paragraph. Before read, you may know that the dog and the wolf are closely related. You may also know something about how over the country. Yes. Bhavya, start. Now start, Bhavya.
मैम आपकी वॉइस क्लियर नहीं है
कोई
और
बात नहीं,
आप जो बोल रहे हो सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है।
कोई बात नहीं. You can read. I can hear. I am able to hear.
हाँ पुष्पा जी, सच बताएं तो हम इस लड़ाई झगड़े से थक चुके हैं। हम नहीं चाहते कि हमारी लड़ाई आगे जाकर नए पुलिस ऑफिसर्स के लिए या डिपार्टमेंट के लिए या पूरी फोर्स के लिए।
मैम आपकी आवाज ही नहीं आ रही और क्या बोल रहे हो कुछ समझ नहीं आ।
You may know that the dog and the wolf are closely related. You may also know something about how over the centuries, human beings have domesticated and tamed wild animals. Here is a story about how the dog became a tame animal. So here is a story how the dog became tame animal. Clear? So what is the name of the story? How the dog found himself a new master. How the dog found himself new master. Dogs were once their own master and lived the way wolves do in freedom until the dog was born who was ill pleased with this way of life. He was sick and tired, wondering about himself. You can see what is the meaning of ill pleased means old fashioned way of saying. Ill pleased means old fashioned way of saying, means not happy. The dog was not happy and he was sick and tired of wondering about himself. Okay? Looking for food and being frightened of those who were stronger than he. He was looking and being frightened who was stronger than he. Please look into your book so that you could read properly. He thought it over and decided that the best thing of him to do was stronger than any one of the arts. And he set out to find such as master. He walked and he met the kinsman of his. The big wolf, who was as strong as he was fierce. Where are you going, dog? The wolf asked. I'm looking for someone to take up service with. Would you like to be my master, wolf? I don't see why not. The wolf said. This agree upon the two of them went on together. They went and they walked, and all of a sudden the wolf lifted his nose and sniffed dirt quickly off the path and into the bushes and crept deeper into the forest. The dog was much surprised. What's come over you, master? He asked. What was frightened? What has frightened about you? Can't you see? There's a bear. Out of these and might eat up both of us, you and me. Seeing that bear was stronger than wolf, the dog decided to take up service with him and he left the wolf and asked the bear to dismatch master. The bear agreed in this readily and said, let us go and find a herd of cows. I will kill the cow and then we can both eat our fill. They walked on, soon saw a herd of cows. Just as they were about to come up they were stopped by terrible noise. The cow was moving loudly and running in a panic. All direction. डर के मारे जहां रास्ता मिला उधर भागना शुरू कर दिए. The dog was moving loudly. Nishtha, I will remove from my class. The cow were moving and loudly running in a panic in all directions. The bear looked out from behind a tree and then he too ran hastily deeper into the forest. Hastily deeper into the forest. After that, what happened? After that, Now, why did I have to come here? Said the dog. It's a lion who ruled the forest in this part. The lion? Who is he? Don't know? He's strongest beast on earth. Well, then I say goodbye to you. Dear, I want master who is stronger than anyone on the earth. And off the dog went to ask and the lion to be his master. The lion agreed to it. The dog stayed with him and served him for a long time. It was good life and he had nothing to complain of, for there was no stronger beast in the forest. Then the lion and no one dared touch and dog or often him in any way. But one day what happened? One day two of them were walking side by side along a path that ran aimed bare cliffs. When all of sudden, what is the meaning of cliff? Cliff means steep, high rock, cliff. When all the sudden of the lion stopped, he gave a great roar and struck a ground angrily with his paw, with such force that a hole formed there. Then he began to back away very quietly. Quietly मतलब बिना कोई आवाज किए, quietly. What is that? What is it, master? Is anything wrong? Asked the dog surprisingly. I smell a man coming this way. The lion said, we would better run for it or we will be in trouble. Oh, well, then I will say goodbye to you, lion. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on the earth. And off a dog went to join the man and stayed with him and served him faithfully. This happened long, long ago, but this day the dog is man's most loyal servant and known no other master. So children, tomorrow I will give you word meaning and hard words and I will explain you again. Before that, you should read the chapter thoroughly and repeatedly, right?